The action. Is your mic on?
Yup.
You see the green light?
Yup.
All right. What up, guys? Another episode. I know I took a couple of days off, but we're back into it. Today, I got a special guest for you guys. This is my brother Riley. Introduce yourself and let the people know who you are.
What's up? How y'all doing? Hope you're doing good today. I wanted to say first off the way that I've met August, man, because we were actually was here. I was walking by and I seen him. He's like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" We met, and I remember we were walking for a minute. We were just talking. It was just a genuine interaction, and that's how I like to meet people. Because honestly, like when you meet people the wrong way, say they come at you sideways, and you continue with a friendship like that, shit doesn't work out. But when you have a genuine interaction with people, good things always come out of that. But one thing I wanted to say, like the main topic of this video, we wanted to talk about the hate on the internet. And I think it's permeated many things in life. Like I think many times people forget to keep the internet and real life separate. And when you let the internet come into your real life, it's really going to screw things up in ways you couldn't imagine. That's what I believe.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. The internet, and my name is Goodbye Forever too. I apologize for you guys that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw the caption in there, but my name is Goodbye Forever for the ones who don't know me. For the ones that already tune in, you already know me. But to chime into what my brother has saying, the internet has become such a weird place, bro. Especially in with the comments, for real. Like, why, if people have a difference in opinion, they automatically project negativity and start bashing, start calling you names? You know what you could do? Turn the other cheek. Pause. Turn the other cheek, and not only on that, but just because y'all have a difference in opinion doesn't mean you have to immediately bash each other. Because you got to remember, y'all don't know each other. So whatever your perception or whatever you're projecting onto other people, it's not real. The internet is not real. It's a made-up thing. It's in your mind. What you feel about that?
I don't know if Goodbye Forever like agrees with me on this, but for me, like I can genuinely say I've never left a negative comment because I think about it like, why am I gonna give my input if it's something negative? I think like in life you always have to be yourself, but many times in life people get so away from that. Or let me use an example. You know how it's like some people have better social interactions when they're drunk or they're on drugs or certain things. And I think from what I learned, my experience when I drank and I did those things is I think it's that people have a disconnection from being themselves. And when they drink alcohol, they smoke weed, they do whatever drug they do, or whatever thing it is they do, it brings them more back to themselves. And I think when you truly are yourself, in a way, you're not scared to express your opinion. And maybe for some people that make themselves is negative. I really don't understand everybody, but I think for me, I can't leave a negative comment because that's not in me. I don't want to share my opinion if it's not something that's going to impact somebody's life in some sort of positive way that's going to bring them up, because I always see it as that even a negative lesson is a good thing. God gives you those lessons, whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in the universe, whatever.
You believe in God?
You're going to have those negative things happen in your life. You're going to learn from those. But I think that the negative comments, some people have just taken them too far. And one other thing I want to lead into, because I was thinking this on my mind, I just had to say it, was that I want to talk about the internet as well for young men. And he probably knows what I'm talking about. I'm going to say it in a different way, but porn. A lot of people, a lot of men especially, are addicted to the corn, and I think that has such a negative effect on their life. It has such a negative effect because it's like, I don't know if the viewers, I'm guessing a lot of the viewers have, and if you haven't, I think you should do this at some point as young men, or even just a man in general, whether you're 50 years old and you haven't done it. I think that you should get used to approaching women or just being around women, because when you have that view from porn fapping, and you see women in this way, it gives you such a negative view, and it can really affect your relationships. It can affect the way you see women, interact with women. And I think that once you've been away from those, even if you are still watching it, and you approach women and you actually interact with things in real life, you see things differently, because it goes the same way.
No, you're good.
But it goes with so many things in life, because you see these things on social media. You see these people who are like, oh, I went up to this person, and I had this terrible interaction, or this crazy thing.
See what time we at.
And then
you keep going.
In real life, you actually
only 4 minutes. We good.
You actually talk to people in real life, and you realize, like me talking to him, I realized I'm like, you know what, like people are not really like that. What you see on the internet, it's like people. There's this meme I saw, and it was.
Can I chime in?
No,
Can I chime into the one thing? You could go
Yeah.
to the meme. You know, you're good. I like the fact that you actually talking for real, because anybody that I get up on here, not too many people, they really don't chime in as much and give as much as input. So I appreciate you sincerely. But one thing I wanted to say about the fapping incident is, and approaching women, how he said, once you do those things, it kind of desensitize you. Not kind of, it desensitize you towards women and towards interaction between you two, the two between communication. And not only within that, bro, women can sense that on you. Like they can feel that. Women are some emotional creatures, one of the most beautiful creations on this earth, and they could tell just right off rip. Some women don't like it at all, because if they're really women, there's a difference between other words that I can't say right now, but the H word, and you know the other word. It's a difference between those two and actually women. The other word, like I said, the H word and the other words, they like that stuff. But a real woman is not going to put up with beta energy. A real woman going to know and distinguish the two between what's a man or what's a boy. And the other women, like the Jezebels, for real, I can just say that. Like the Jezebels like all the energy of lustfulness, of simping over you. And it don't even have to do nothing with simping. It's just the lustful desires. But I had to chime in on that real quick. But back to you said with the meme that you saw.
So what I wanted to say was there was this meme, and maybe some people have seen it, and it was this. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I guess you'd say grotesque. And it was this one. It was two images side by side. It was like a person on the internet. And it was this guy with a big ball. It's like the size of his ball, massive. And then it's like them in person, and in person they had like no. And it's exactly that. It's like so many people behind the scenes on the internet, they'll act that way, and in person they're not like that at all. Like the amount of times, like where we're from, I've had people say to me, they're like, "I see you," and there's this one phrase, he probably knows it. I've had people say this to me, they're like, "It's on sight. When I see you, it's on sight that I see him and nothing happens." I'm even calling him out. I'm like, "Yo, bro, what were you talking about? This and that." They're like, "No, bro, I was having a bad day. I didn't mean it. This and that." And like, I don't want to go around trying to get into trouble with people, but at the same time, I'm like, you can't just.
You're not ducking smoke.
Yeah, you can't just be saying that over the internet or social media.
All that you was talking about, I pray for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I got that book in my backpack. You feel me? I pray for you.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Then I pray for you. Nah, I'm just playing. That's the flesh talking. Like, ignore that. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
It's like, bro, it's like those people like that, like, hey, I'm not that person who's insane. Like, there's some people, you say that to them, it's over. They're pulling up immediately. They don't care who you are. They're pulling up immediately.
Yeah, and then not only that, I'm glad that you say that. You got to be careful and be mindful of what you're saying, because there's people in real life that doesn't play. There's people in real life that doesn't have emotional intelligence. There's people that imagine a world where people actually do things that they say. Imagine in a world people actually do things that they say. And basically what I'm saying is, you gotta, is that an ant? Is that a fire ant? No.
Oh shoot.
Oh, can I do that? I probably can't even do that.
Nah,
I'm gonna edit that out. Or not. I'm gonna just leave it rolling. But basically what I say, imagine a world where people actually do the things that they say. So you got to be careful of what you do and what you say to people, because there's people that'll pull up on you for real. Oh, where the camera? Right here. That'll pull up on you for real, and they don't play games like that. So you got to be careful. 8 minutes and 51 seconds. You got to be careful. We about to wrap this up. You got to be careful of what you say. Exactly. My bad. That's ADHD.
Exactly that, bro. In life, you have to be genuine, bro. People, like, especially the thing I want to go back to with women is that the one thing I always give the women, bro, is that if you've been around, especially the right women and women who are honest, like, you can walk in a room and women can smell it on a man. They'll be like, "Oh, that guy, he's not right. Oh, that guy's weird. Oh, that guy's this, that guy's that." They'll always know. Women can just smell it on men. And I think that the thing to take away from that is always be yourself, be who you are. Because maybe, let's say, for instance, maybe you lose a lot of friends. Maybe you don't get as many women. Maybe you don't have as many people around you. But by being yourself, you're going to ensure that you have the best people around you, people who actually mesh with you, opposed to fake people. Like, I've made that mistake in the past, like times where, like, I was smoking a lot and I had a lot of people around. And the second that dried up, those people, they left. I still haven't talked to them to this day. So it's exactly that. Be yourself, be honest. Even if it hurts, there's going to be times it's going to hurt. You're going to think in your head, oh, I want to lie. I don't want to tell the truth. But God's watching you. The universe is watching you. Whatever you believe in. You, yourself, no, you're watching you. So when you do those things and you go against yourself too often, you break character, you're going to break yourself down bit by bit by bit. To the point where eventually, like some people, maybe you meet them even a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, and you're like, wow, they're a different person, and not in a good way, not in a good way.
So I have one thing to say because I think my phone on 10%.
No, you good.
I have one thing to say. In conclusion, what do you have to say for people? Just something real quick to sum it up, because this video can stop at any time.
The one thing I'd say is learn yourself. Really be with yourself, be with your mind. Get off the social media. Really go out for a walk. No matter what it is, meditate, pray, do whatever is special to you. I don't want to say to you exactly what it is that makes you feel good and makes you one with your mind. But I think many times the things that make you one with your mind are the challenges, the things you don't want to do. That's when you learn something about yourself.
Your mic's still on, right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, and that's when you learn about yourself. It's through the challenges, the hardships, the trials and tribulations. Is when you really realize what you're capable of. And that's what I want to say is get away from the social media and have the challenges in your life and do those things. You know what it is. You know, maybe it takes you 5-10 minutes, maybe 5 seconds, maybe 1 second to know what it is, but figure out what that challenge is, write it down, or just have it in your head and go do it. Figure out a time and place, whether you're at work, whether you're doing this, whatever it is, figure out that time and place and set that goal and do it, because you're going to learn something about yourself that you can do.
10%. I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. Oh, it's a seagull. What type of bird is that? That's a seagull, right? I'm not tweaking. But I just want to, not to cut you off, I appreciate you for having you on the show or being a part of Word With Forever. Only reason why I said that, bro, because I didn't know my phone was on 10%. If not, we could have, you know what I'm saying? I have videos that's 20 minutes, 22 minutes, 15 minutes, all of that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe right now. Down in the comments, let us know what you think about what we just talked about and discussed for today. This is my boy Riley. I thank you. I appreciate you, man. I ain't gonna lie, you a good co-host, bro. Anytime I see you down here, I definitely got to get you on the show, bro. We gonna be here tomorrow. You already know. Not the same time, but all right. I'm talking too much. And then you're tuned in with a Word With Forever. This is forever. Yay!
Yeah.
You say yeah.